How often do you sit with yourself in silence? Now, it's kind of a crazy question to ask, but I hope you listen to the points I have in this video. Now, what I'm trying to say is, how often do you sit with yourself in silence to the point of where you can see your goals clearly? You can see where you want to be years from now. You can see the great family, the great things you want to have in this life. You know, focus is the most important thing on this planet right now. Focus is currency. Focus is currency because we have Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, all these short form contents that are trying to steal your attention. And that's why I primarily focus on YouTube, is because I know if you watch my video, you are coming here to listen, you're coming here to learn, you're coming here to better yourself. And that's why I like speaking to you, So I hope you sit here and think about how much time you spend on these apps. I used to look at my screen time and it would be like 9 to 10 hours, but it'd be cool if that's productive time, right? If I'm on calls, or if I'm posting content, doing things productive. Most of the time I was scrolling on TikTok, So where I had to make the change in my life was I had to realize if I want to be anything different than anybody else, I can't be sitting here scrolling on TikTok all fucking day. It's not going to happen. There's someone out there that's working harder than you. There's someone out there that's working smarter than you. So you have to realize you have two options in your life. And I'm going to be honest with you. You either cut things out, you cut every single vice out of your life. When you do this, it's like quitting like nicotine. You can't easily take things out. You can't be like, oh, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 7 and just think about going to the gym. Tomorrow, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 7 and go on a little walk. Like, if you really want something, you should not have problems with motivation. And that's fact. If you truly want something, you won't have problems with motivation. When I actually got so sick of myself to the point of where I couldn't show up every single day, waking up at 5 was very difficult for me. For the longest time, I would have spurts of going in and out, in and out, in and out. But then at one point, I just got so mad at myself. I got so mad at myself because I realized that all it took was me waking up every single day and actually chasing my goals and actually doing focused work instead of scrolling all day. And it made me slingshot in my life 3 times as much as I used to be. I used to wake up and think journaling's going to do this for me, or going on a run's going to do this, until I actually realized that those things aren't going to get you where you want to go in life. The things that will, though, are the productive things that come after that, So you may wake up at 5, journal, drink your water, which I'm all for. Get your routine down, because that's what's going to change your life. But you got to have a plan for after you're done with that work. Because most of the time when we get done with that work, we're just scrolling, or we're just playing video games, or we're just doing pointless things that don't matter. If you want to be successful in your life, you got to always be learning and you got to always be implementing. Those are the 2 things in your life that will get you successful. So that's how you transition from being mediocre to actually taking control of your life. You need to have systems in place early morning, because that's where you win. That's where you get ahead. Like this morning, I've already got more done than probably 80% of people. Woke up early, did my push-ups, got all that done, did some work, posted some content. Now I'm in the process of onboarding clients on the way to the gym. So this is the type of dedication you need to have in your life. This is the type of dedication you need to have in your life. Let me show you a photo real quick, and I hope this changes your perspective on a lot of things in life. This is Jeff Bezos. This is Jeff Bezos. Look at that. Amazon. Sitting on a desk. Look at that absolute toaster of a computer, bro. That was probably like 1980, 90, something like that. Do you think he had a clue what he was going to do with his life? Absolutely not. He did not have a clue how he was going to make that happen. He just started selling books out of a garage, and he put one sign on the wall, and it said Amazon.com. Amazon.com. You know how many people probably thought he was delusional? You got to think about these things, bro. The roadmap to success is not just going to be completely clear, or else everybody would do it. You know, social media has gotten to the point where you see so many successful people right now. But if in your actual life, you're not going to see that many unless you're in like a giant city. You know, I'm here in Virginia. I don't see anybody that is like actually made like millionaire status at my age. You know, there's not a single one, because it doesn't exist as much as you think it does. Sure, there's people out there in like Miami, Atlanta, that are getting after it and have plenty of money and all these things that you might want. But you got to understand, everyone has their own journey, bro. You can't sit there and look at someone's journey and envy it, because those thoughts that you're throwing at them, like, hey, I wish I could have their life, like, what is wrong with me? Your mind picks up on those thoughts. And then next thing you know, you're down on yourself. Like, that was like one of the worst things I could do for myself, was look on social media and you see all these influencers flexing like, oh, I just did my first 20K month, 30K month. And most of the time I take it as motivation, but if you're not at 20 or 30K a month and you're sitting there watching that, it's kind of like a big like, hey, you're behind, you know? So you have to actually sit there and lock in and make the changes in your life before you can get to that level. So if you're not sitting there with absolutely no stimulation sometime during the day, I usually do, like when I'm programming for my clients or I'm getting something ready for my program, I am working with absolutely nothing on. I'll go in like a studio room, put on my AirPods, and I'll just sit there, click the noise cancellation, and just sit there, bro. Absolute silence. That's one thing I used to like about going to the library, like in high school. I'd rarely ever go, but it was quiet. And everybody in there they were working, you know? When we would go to lunch, there'd be 3 kids that would stay back in the library to eat their lunch. And guess what? Those were the number 3 kids in our class. 1, 2, and 3. All of them were grinding for something more. While everybody else went down and ate lunch and socialized, they were willing to sacrifice because they wanted to be top of the class. So how much are you willing to sacrifice for yourself to get to where you want to go? That is the end goal here. You have to realize that if you want to actually get to where you want to go, it's going to take more effort than you ever know. You know, sometimes you're going to not see results. You know, it's a very hard game to play in your mind when you're not seeing results and you feel like you're putting in so much effort, because your brain's going to tell you you're scared to fail. You know, why would you want to be some washed up 25-year-old that tried to start his business but really could never hit the ground running? That is what society has taught us. You know, thinking back on it, if you tell an adult today, hey, I'm an entrepreneur, and you don't have, hey, I'm a 7-figure entrepreneur in front of your name, they're going to discredit you every single time. So realize, stop telling people your goals. You know, why do they need to know? Why do they need to know? Just literally lock in with yourself and just prove it to yourself that it can be done. And then you'll forever be grateful. So I hope this video hit who needed to see it. If you want to get to where you want to go in your life physically and mentally, book a call with me in the bio. Don't waste my time, please. I know some of y'all have got on a call with me and like just chatted. You know, I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to help you. I want to chat with you, but I'm here to get you results, like at the end of the day. So if you want to change in your life and actually make progress, hit the link in the bio. Check my transformations if you don't believe what I do. And I love you. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we out.